With Australians facing skyrocketing energy bills and a long hot summer ahead, a relatively new concept is fast gaining popularity: green walls. New research shows they can cool down temperatures indoors by as much as 12 degrees.
A new paper published in Nature Cell Biology today by Peter Mac researchers has challenged previous thinking about human cells and opened up new treatment options that will better harness the immune system to recognize and attack cancer.
Rising sea levels increases the potential for powerful storms and tropical cyclones, exposing ports around the world to multiple hazards from both the land and the sea such as cyclone wind, earthquakes, and flooding.
Discovery of previously unknown effect makes compact, ultra-fast control of spin qubits possible. The new mechanism is less bulky and requires fewer parts, which could prove essential to making large-scale silicon quantum computers a reality.
World Meteorological Organization uses 6 international datasets to provide an authoritative temperature assessment. The same data are used in its annual State of the Climate reports, which inform the international community on global climate indicators.
German and Austrian scientists have published new images of the largest known fossilized flower to be preserved in amber, which at 28 mm across is nearly 3 times the size of other preserved flowers.
A new study led by researchers at the Australian National University has shown that ecosystems in western parts of southeastern Australia, including Western Victoria and Western Tasmania, may be most at risk of feeling the impacts of climate change in the coming decades.
A small Australian trial has shown that adding a type of high-fiber supplement to people's diets helped reduce their blood pressure by changing the gut bacteria.
Scientists from James Cook University and the Smithsonian Tropical Research Institute have found that the type of algae that replaces dead corals varies in different oceans around the world, and some types may allow coral recovery better than others. The ozone layer is on track to recover within 4 decades, and the global phase-out of ozone-depleting chemicals is already helping efforts to mitigate climate change, concludes a UN-backed panel of experts, presented today at the American Meteorological Society's 103rd annual meeting.
Over the next 2 weeks, hundreds of students from all over Australia will be hearing from and visiting some of the country's leading STEM experts at the National Youth Science Forum Year 12 program. Media are invited to meet our students and join us for behind-the-scenes access to mind-blowing facilities.
According to a new position statement from the Australasian Sleep Association, the best way to help someone who snores is not an elbow in the ribs. Instead, they recommend weight loss, reducing alcohol and avoiding some medications,
and using devices to help people stop sleeping on their backs or to hold their jaws in position.
Weather extremes have become more frequent and intensive since the 1950s, and international hydrology experts are using new technology to map land areas subject to hotter, drier conditions under climate change. Flinders University experts have worked with Chinese and other Australian researchers on 3 studies to assess the effects of droughts on heatwaves, vegetation health and soil salinity.
The microorganism that helps reduce the release of the greenhouse gas methane into the atmosphere has been found to be AI-1/2 shapeshifter, capable of markedly changing its appearance and metabolism to rapidly respond to changes in its environment, a team of microbiologists has found.
Dolphins resort to shouting to each other to be heard over the noise created by human drilling and shipping, according to international researchers. The team tested 2 dolphins in an experimental lagoon, with the dolphins required to work together to both press their own underwater button at either end of the lagoon within 1 second of each other.
Dolphins are social, intelligent animals who rely on whistles and echolocation to hunt and reproduce. This means that noise generated from human activity such as drilling and shipping has the potential to negatively impact the health of wild dolphin populations. A study in the journal Current Biology published on January 12 demonstrates that dolphins shout when trying to work together in response to increasing underwater noise levels.
U.S. scientists say the antidepressant drug fluvoxamine, which is best known as a treatment for obsessive-compulsive disorder, does not speed up recovery from mild or moderate COVID-19. The drug was tested in 1,228 patients, 674 of whom received fluvoxamine, while the rest received a non-active placebo.
The past 8 years have been the warmest on record globally, according to the World Meteorological Organization. Looking at various international temperature datasets, the WMO says 2022 was the 8th consecutive year where annual global temperatures were at least 1 degree Celsius above the pre-industrial levels of 1850 to 1900.
Over 86% of ports across the world are exposed to more than 3 natural hazards annually, and the damage this causes costs over US $7.5 billion annually, according to international researchers. The researchers compiled a global database of ports to assess what damage risks they faced and how expensive and disruptive repairs were.
When scientists use ancient DNA to trace human evolution and explore modern human populations, they often use DNA from the ancestors of indigenous people, and these modern descendants must be involved in all aspects of the research process, say Australian and international scientists. Without their involvement, the researchers say, ancient DNA research can be an extractive and exploitative science that mirrors colonialism.